Usa ka tingog, usa ka katawhan. Cebu Catholic Television Network.
I solemnly swear that I will faithfully
In a prosperous and free democracy can be built in the Philippines upon the ruins of war, the prestige of America, and the American way of life.
La más hermosa lección de diplomacia.
All this kindness, all this courtesy.
They cannot succeed without the support of the people. We cannot succeed without the support of our people.
But I was not fighting for lawyers, but for the people.
Na kagalang-galang na binubuo sa isa-sampung kongreso.
In times of financial and economic stress,
I, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, fulfill my duties as President of the Philippines.
Mayong gabi sa tanang nagtanaw sa atong programang Politics and Beyond. Welcome na sa usa ka hugna sa dinhi sa CCTN, and we're very glad to be able to broadcast, especially in the middle of all these happenings and conundrums and causal events that have been happening to our country. So karong gabi una atong dapiton ang usa ka higala nga dugay na sad nga pirming nagpagawas dinhi sa iyang mga pananaw sa atong programa. Walay laing kundi former Secretary of National Defense o Secretary of the National Security Advisor of then President GMA. We have none other than Secretary Norberto Gonzales. Magandang gabi po.
Ay, good evening. Good evening. Good evening sa lahat.
Napapanahon po ang pagdating ninyo dito sa Cebu. At napapalayo kayo dun sa gulo. How would you describe, if this was a national revalida, what is the state of the nation, and in another point, the state of the republic?
Wow. Yeah. well, alam mo, ang ating politicians, for some reason, they manage to create their own world.
Okay.
May sarili silang mundo eh.
Okay.
Kaya yung lahat ng nangyayari is within that world. Ngayon, whether that world naka-integrate sa talaga nangyayari sa bayan natin, o kaya it's really connected with the many problems that are confronting us as a nation, and whether it is connected to what our people are suffering. Talaga sa tingin ko, wala talaga connection. So, what we have is a political reality that is very detached from what's really going on in the country. And for that reason, I do not know whether their functioning will truly consider addressing kahit nakaperaso lang of the problems confronting our nation and our people. Ganyan yung itsura ng ating politika.
Nakatutok po ang karamihan sa tinatawag nating mga surveys. At medyo bumaba na naman yung, sabi nga ng isang commentator, nadagdagan yung points. Pero pababa. Could this be one of the phenomenons in response to what the public is seeing?
Yeah, what is sad, no? Hindi naman pinapansin yung public eh. So yung mga survey na ganyan, well, it will be important for those who are still concerned about the future of the country. Pero as far as the equation of people and then yung govern those in governance, wala na yung survey. Hindi na yung tinitignan eh. Hindi na. So, sayang yan kasi yung maging -15 ang presidente at this time, I think it doesn't even reflect the reality. Kasi mas negative. Talagang kung masusunod ang will ng ating people, palagay ko, gusto sana nilang mangyari, magpalit na tayo ng gobyerno, magpalit na tayo ng leadership, magpalit na tayo ng sistema ng politika. I'm sometimes surprised or amused that we have some citizens who are known to be very conservative politically are actually coming out openly saying that what we need is a reset. You know, yun, to me, those are very surprising developments in our country, which also simply indicates that talagang medyo malubhana ang political reality natin sa Pilipinas. Our politics are no longer serving our people.
Nabanggit po yung mga surveys kasi karamihan nakatutok dun. Pero meron pong isang survey na hindi po natin masyado napapansin. Idadagdag ko lang ito. Ito yung Businessman's Confidence Index. And this is usually being undertaken every month by the central bank. And not according to me, but according to the central bank figures, it's minus 24.
Wow. As you can see.
So,
as you can see.
there is a commensurate relationship po sa politika at negosyo at yung mga mamumuhunan, no? Pumapasok sa ating bansa, no? Sino ho kaya gustong mamuhunan sa nangyayari kaya sa atin?
Ay, naku, mahirap. Yan, isa pang indication yan na kung bakit we are in such a bad situation. Normally, as much as possible, to the best of what they can do, our business people would not want to interfere in our politics. Hanggat maaari, hiwalay nila yung negosyo sa politika. But what you are seeing in the Philippines today is that even our own business people, as I said, even the most conservative of them, gusto nang magsalita tungkol sa politika natin, tungkol sa leadership ng ating politics. Talagang nagsasalita na. Talagang masama na. No? Kaya, for example, yung mga nangyayari sa Senado, can you imagine na bigla nag-harden yung 11 at 13? No? That's not amount to paralysis. Ibig sabihin, wala nang mangyayari sa Senado. There is only one option there, for them to all resign. Hindi sa mga lahat sila hindi tama o hindi mabubuti. It's just that when a situation gets into that point, you have to resign and begin again. Ang ginagawa sa mature democracies, taong bayan ang pinagdi-decide, meaning another election is set, and then you elect new leaders or even those in the position today. Makagaling naman, sigurado iboboto ulit yan. But I don't know what's happening. Well, it's our system, no? May scheduled yung mga elections, kaya hindi basta-basta nagkakaroon ng election. Pero at this kind of situation, hindi na pwedeng sabihin natin mag-intay tayo ng election eh. You cannot really say that. Of course, what I'm saying naman ay sasabihin, no?
Matagal pa yung 2028 yung sinasabi ninyo.
Kasi ngayon na may quid eh.
Ngayon ang problema eh.
Ngayon wala nang functioning eh. Ano mangyayari? And dahil hindi naman natin pinag-uusapan, at saka I said, they created their own world. Inihiwalay nila yung tunay na nangyayari sa mundo. There are situations in the world today that requires immediate response from our leadership.
Do you see politics cum governance or governance cum politics?
Yung governance, hindi na pinag-uusapan.
Politika lang talaga. It's purely maneuvering na lang talaga nangyayari.
You cannot even say that it is
governance.
It's politics kasi hindi na eh.
Maneuvering lang lahat ito talaga.
Away na eh. Gusto talaga. You know, what is difficult to accept is that sa halip na sabihin na, oy, tigil muna tayo sa gulo. No? Let's think of our country, let's think of what's going on with our people, gawin natin. Hindi eh. Kasi advantage to eh. They're looking at the advantage being offered by the chaotic situation so that sila ay
can move forward.
Can move upward.
Advantage.
Ang tinitingnan for a power play. So ang nakikita mo, pati yung alam mo na walang pag-asa talaga na umangat under normal circumstances, nag-aambisyon. So that's why normal yan eh. Kapag you lower the standard of electoral contest.
And the personalities involved, pwede ba isama yun, sir? Hindi pwede.
Ang nangyayari kahit sino na nag-aambisyon eh. Kung isa nakakahiya ng tingnan eh. O kung pag nakita mo yung isa, dalawa dyan, gusto pang maging presidente. Tingnan mo din kung yung mga sinasabi mo, mga search parties going around the country, look at the personalities they're touching base with. Or, tingnan mo, talaga ang pababa ng pababa ang standard natin para sa leadership sa bansa. At a time when the situation of the world calls for the best in us, the best of our leaders. Yan ang hinahanap. Pero,
so, habang bumababa po yung kalidad ng ating mga leaders, mga pinuno, sumasama naman yung level ng pagnanakaw? Ganun ba? Pwede ba natin i-compare yung dalawa na yun?
Hindi. Alam mo...
O lumalala yung pagnanakaw? Ganun?
Well, lumalala, which simply means na wala nang kinakatakutan.
Pati langit, hindi sila natatakot sa langit.
yan eh. Sasabihin siguro saka na tayong umpisa.
Okay.
Pag malapit na.
Pero
Pero dito, ang nangyayari, talagang hiwalay na ang mundo ng ating mga political leaders sa mundo ng ating sambayanan at sa mundo ng sandaigdigan. No? The world, wow! Kung kahit na ayaw mo na magbasa, doon ka lang ng mga pera-perasong interviews on the kind of leaders we are coming up in the world. Wow! Nakakahiya eh. Kakahiya tayo kasi ang pinagtatalunan natin. Walang relevance whatsoever.
Tapos sa mga kalaban ng bansa po natin, parang nagdiriwang. They're happy with the chaos that we have created.
Actually, nag-iingat. Nakakaya naman patulan natin itong bansa na ito.
Kasi they are bringing themselves down. So we don't need to help it.
Nakakahiya pa eh. Baka sabihin, iyang ganyang bansa, papatulan mo pa yan. You know? This is happening with us. No? Kaya ako ewan ko kung totoo yung Diyos na yung ating presidente binigyan pa ng highest award sa Japan.
Okay.
Hindi ko alam kung totoo yan. Wow. Wow, anong gusto gawin ng Hapon? You know, bibigyan mo ng award yung presidente natin and it will be an insult to the politicians or to the leaders of Japan if they don't know what's going on in our country. So that award, what does it signify? What does it mean?
You mentioned, sir, the president, and let's just call him Juan de la Cruz, and you happen to be the national security advisor. You have all these stories coming out regarding the state of his health, and etc. Doon ko na lang ilalagay sa etc.
Yeah.
What would you advise him?
Well, kung magaling siya, I will not tell him to leave his post kahit may sakit. Kasi alam mo, kung magaling yung isang Pangulo, siya Pangulo. So, alam mo, we have heard of leaders in the world na talagang malubha ang sakit.
Pero magaling.
Pero magaling. At hindi nila iniiwan ang kanilang responsibilidad. Pero kung ikaw naman ay isang leader na alam mong nakakaabala na yung pagka hindi mo magaling, I think the advice is quit. Probably resign.
We're seeing so many pyrotechnics, political pyrotechnics in our country today, sir. Lahat yan, puro mga causal lang yan, nakikita natin yung leadership change sa Senado po. How do you, let's start first with Congress. Were you surprised when, for example, the impeachment process went to the Senate? Or was it already a foregone conclusion?
Hindi pa nagsisimula yan. Alam mo na yung
ending? Okay.
Alam mo na yung ending. Ika nga, a level of funding na lang. ang hinihintay niya. Kaya
Hindi ko na dinig, sir, level of funding.
level of funding.
Hindi level of fund. Okay. Funding.
Level of funding sa bawat isa. Yan na lang ang tinitingnan niyan eh. Kaya medyo natidelay na konti. Pero talagang i-impeach. No? That is the order from the source of funds.
Yes.
Kaya talaga mangyayari.
Na tatanggalin. Okay. When it comes to the Senate, there was a leadership change. How do you see this affecting or disinfecting the impeachment?
Well, gumanda lang ang committee. Medyo mas naging interesting kasi talagang I think there's a particular sector in our political groupings na talagang akala nila natapos na yung House. Akala nila talagang tuloy-tuloy na mapundig si Vice President Sara. Biglang nagbago yung leadership. So medyo na-derail yan. Kaya ang bakbakan, kawawa naman yung ating bagong Senate President. It's really being demonized. Tapos yung walk out pa. People do not realize it that they have destroyed their own institution. The Senate have destroyed their institution. Wala na yan.
How do you see this developing come Monday when Politics and Beyond returns?
Sorry ma'am, na-late ko. Nangita pa mong gusto para internet sa kong anak ma'am.
Ay, wala na yung problema. Pag sinisibo. Sinisibo, sinisibo.
For your internet connection.
And for the signal of your cable TV.
So fast and straight, the transmission to your home.
Sinisibo.
Sinisibo,
Sinisibo.
offers you to have fiber optics.
For your viewing experience, perfect and clear so far.
So great and affordable for you to enjoy.
Sinisibo.
Cine Cebu Television Network Incorporated offers fiber to the home broadband internet bundled with fiber to the home cable TV connection. Cine Cebu Television Network Incorporated with its operation in Metro Cebu and the whole province of Cebu soon.
And affordable for you to enjoy.
Sinisibo.
Okay, balik ta sa atong programa Politics and Beyond. Kahinabi nato usa ka higala nga pirming naghatag sa ato og dungag nga kaalaman si Secretary of National Defense and National Security Advisor si ang atong higalang si Secretary Bert Gonzales. Sir, how do you see this progressing on Monday? Because they will be taking up what was disrupted regarding the discussion of the proposal to amend. It's still the proposal. It's not yet to actually amend.
Which one? The procedure? Yung
sa procedure sa Senate rules. Kasi that was the cause of the walkout eh. Ang akala siguro ng majority na this was going to be a discussion on the rules itself. But it was just a proposal to propose the discussion of the change of rules.
You know, hindi ko na mapipredict kung anong mangyayari sa Monday. But what is really, I think, clear, talaga nag-harden na yung
positions.
Hindi na yan, hindi na makikinig sa discussions yan. Basta may mga desisyon na lagi yan.
Na-desisyonan na nila simula pa.
Ganun na lagi yan. Kapag nag-harden na yung position, I think it's really useless to hope that something positive will happen. Yung hardening na kailangan yan i-confront na nila squarely na they have hardened their position. Ayun. At saka hindi na sila magigiveaway, the minority or the majority. Kasi ang hinihiling ng isa, change of
Senate President.
ng Senate President. Hindi po pwede yan kasi may mga deals na nangyayari dyan.
May usapan na.
May mga usapan na eh. And they know it. So, as tayo mga public, maghintay na lang tayo ng excitement.
Para po itong tawag nila Netflix.
Yeah, pwede.
Netflix ang tawag nila, no?
Pwede yan. Pwede yan.
Okay.
Pwede yan.
Could the equation change by Monday? Kasi baka po maglabas na ng arrest against Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Part of it is plunder, which is non-bailable. Can the equations change? Can the numbers change? Given that you also have Senator Joel Villanueva on board, you also have Senator Bongo on board, because I think he was also cited in the ICC case, no? In the original case. So let's start first with Senator si Jinggoy Estrada.
Alam mo, ang ating kasing hindi ito normal lahat eh. Hindi ina-expect ng framers ng ating charter na ganito magiging kagulo ito mga senador natin. Kaya wala sa rules itong mangyayari na ito eh. But according to the rules of the Senate, basta ang magic number of the Senate is 24. Pwede mag-convict is 2/3, which is 16. Whether ma-convict, whether lagyan ng mga kaso yan, I think that is not the point. Kasi kahit na nakakulong pa yung mga yan, 16 pa rin ang tignan. At in fact, if the minority is pursuing this, lalo silang talo dyan. Kasi yung mga nakakulong, fixed na yung boto nun eh.
Yes.
Unless matakot at bumaliktad. So, what do I mean? Yung mga nangyayaring filing of cases, I think the intention is to really change the ratio of 16.
Yes.
Para lilipat sa pagsabutuhan sa kabila. Ako naman kasi, if I were to use the experience we have with the impeachment or the conviction of Chief Justice Corona, ay talagang malamang makonvict ang Vice President. Kita mo noon, di ba? Akala mo panalo sa lahat ng argument si Chief Justice. Pero nagbutuhan eh. Talo pala.
Sa salin, tinamaan na kagad eh. Sa salin pa lang.
Wala na eh. Kaya ako, tinitignan ko yan, yung 60 na yan, sa ngayon, hindi na argument sa pinag-uusapan dyan. Cost na pinag-uusapan dyan. Magkano kaya? May mga chismis. Ito chismis talaga natin. They are, yung mga may gustong ma-convict si Vice President, they're talking of 2 billion per senator.
Per senator?
Per senator.
Kakayanin ho ba ng mga funders yan? Nangungulo sa funders?
Alam mo, ganito yan eh. Kung titignan natin mabuti yung mga discussion tungkol sa mga investigations, 2 billion baliwala yun eh. Per senator. Pagkano yan? Kung bibilin mo ay 16 times 2, 32. 30 billion is nothing to the amount of money that was looted.
Okay. So you're meaning this is already out of pocket?
Hindi yan out of pocket.
Si Alibaba ang nagbibigay ng pera nito.
Puno niya yung salute kasi
kasi natago na yan eh. So ilalabas lang niya.
Tsaka hindi ganito yan eh. I don't know, but for some reason, yung pagkakatingin nila kay Vice President, ipapakulong sila eh.
No ifs or buts, no?
Oo, yun ang tingin eh. Kaya,
unahan na natin.
Talagang gagawin mo lahat para hindi manalo yan. Kung hulong ang pag-uusapan eh. In fact, yung survival formula na nadidinig natin, at all costs, kailangan proteksyonan dalawang pangalan. Si the President and his son. No? Kasi, umaasa pa yata ang mga Marcoses na pagdating ng araw, makakalimutan ang lahat itong mga pinagsasasabi at matuloy pa rin yung kanilang dynasty politically. And the son is the immediate successor. Ay kung sisirain mo na rin ngayon yan, edi may problema ang future ng Marcos dynasty. Kaya itong bakbakan na to, iyan ang istorya dyan. No? Pinaglalabanan, baka makulong si President. Baka makulong ang First Lady. Baka makulong yung at makulong pati anak niya. Eh ano mangyayari sa future? O, bakit mo papayagan? Itong bago-bago pa lang naman itong dynasty sa Davao, bakit mo pabayaan na maruwin yung talagang mayroon ng matagal na karanasan sa pagiging dynasty? That is the fight. No? Kaya wala nang, tingin ko, hindi na pag-usapan kung magkano yan.
Ang itatanong ko po sa inyo, assuming that this is just an assumption, si Senator Jinggoy makulong, should he be allowed to participate in his being a legislator? Kasi actually may sweldo pa yan, sir. Di ba? Hanggang ngayon may sweldo pa yan, may opisina yan. So, some people are saying dapat payagan siyang mag-function as senator or at the very least, fulfill his constitutional duty to be an impeachment judge.
Alam mo, whether he is allowed to be an impeachment judge, whether he's allowed to continue or not, yung ratio na sinabi ng Constitution, 16.
Yun pa rin?
Yun pa rin. So kahit na hindi na bumoto yan, wala na. Ang makukuha ng kabila ay less than 16.
Okay.
Tapos rin ang kwento.
So kung hindi sila makaboto, that's counted.
Counted in the favor of the of the 16, you know. Kaya nga kung ako yung minority, pag-iisipan ko mabuti yan you know. Mas mabuti pang harapin mo yan para mas at least gaganda yung image mo sa public. Kung hindi mo makuha yung 16, gaganda yung image mo sa public.
Can the resolution eventually working towards a petition with the Sandigan Bayan to allow these detained senators to at least function in terms of their constitutional duty as impeachment judge?
Ako, I'm not being, I'm not being, how do I call that? Pero, pera-pera yan.
Okay.
Pag pinayagan yan, ako magdududa pa
Aha. So, mas mabuting nakakulong sila?
Oo, wala na. Kasi, pag pinayagan yan, baka nabayaran pa yan Kaya, pag sa butuhan mas malakas yung, kasi kunyari si Chico pinayagan, tapos bumaliktad. Laki ng value niya.
May ibig sabihin yun?
Malaki ibig sabihin nun.
Malaking-malaki.
Yan ang problema natin sa ngayon Whatever we do, our people, though they are simply watching, has already made their judgment.
Alam niyo po yung sinabi ninyo, yung may mga pangkaraniwang tao ako nakakausap. Hindi naman kadunungan at hindi naman nakapagtapos, pero meron silang giya sa kanilang pananaw na galing sa puso, galing sa kanilang konsensya. Nasabi nila ang gulo ng bansa natin, nag-aaway-aaway sila. Gawin na lang nating eleksyon ito para matapos ito. Katulad nung sinabi ninyo kanina.
Alam mo,
snap election po, pero mahirap yung snap election. We'll have to amend the Constitution again.
Alam mo, lahat ng bagay pwedeng gawin. Ang tingin lang natin, I think, whether ang pinaka next na pag-uusapan dyan, sige, snap election. Pero daya pa rin, di ba?
Yes.
Ang sinasabi ko nga ngayon, I don't know, kung magkakaroon ng rationality yung mga nasa pwesto at yung mga nasa labas ng pwesto, nagawa tayo ng formula na magiging peaceful at saka medyo may pupuntahan ang mga arrangement na gagawin natin. Kasi kahit na mag-snap election, you know what happened to the snap election of Cory? Dinaya ni Marcos yun Nanalo si Marcos doon dahil nga dinaya sabi ni Cory, hindi, I don't believe. Ako
nanalo.
Ako nanalo. And let's punta tayo sa kalsada. So, ano
so dinaan doon sa kalsada.
So yung snap election, wala na rin mangyayari dyan. Eventually, tingnan na lang nating mabuti. Snap election, snap election. Kapag dumating na yung time na kailangan na lumabas ang taong bayan, what we have to worry about is the nature of the action that they will take. Nung minsan ako'y tinanong, mga general pa yung nagtanong sa akin, medyo nagulat sila. Kasi sabi ko, alam mo, what we are doing today is that we are reducing the options of our people.
Correct.
To the point that baka ang natitirang option is violence.
Correct.
Sabi ko, huwag nating
itulak.
Huwag nating itulak na yung option, mapunta na lang dyan. Kasi the consequence is something that hindi natin magugustuhan lahat. No? But we are in that direction. Yung away-away na mga nasa politika, yung mga taong bayan ay nanonood. But as you said, their common sense, their heart, their feelings, tingin lang yan. Sa ngayon, ewan ko, taong bayan natin talaga very pasensyoso talaga, very patient talaga eh. So, maybe violence is not in their mind yet, no? At ang maganda sa atin, weekend na yung Communist Party. Yan lang naman ang nagtutulak ng violence dito sa Pilipinas, di ba? Pero sa tinitingnan ko, may mga nadidinig kasi ako, mga nagli-leader dito sa nangyayari ngayon. May mga retired generals, may mga talagang mga iba-ibang influence yan. No? Ang iba dyan, playing all kinds of options in their mind. Kasi ang taong bayan, naghihintay yan ng spark. Tingin ko, lahat yan patulak sa violent option.
We're creating an inevitability.
Yes eh. Sana wag kasi ayaw ng taong bayan natin yan
yes.
Mga institusyon natin ayaw din. Pero yung mga ginagalang nating institusyon, I think, hindi nila alam pero tinutulak nila ang taong bayan patungo dyan.
Isa sa mga nakakausap kong mga tao na pangkaraniwan po, sinasabi nilang mabuti yung kasuhan lahat. Wag lang iisa. Kaya sabi din nila, nasaan na yung mga pangalan na binanggit doon sa ghost projects, yung mga nangunguna sa taas na talagang grabe ang nakamal na pera sa trilyon-trilyon daw or 1 trillion plus, parang tila mabagal po ang pagkilos kumpara dito sa impeachment.
Ay, hindi lang mabagal. Lumalabas na lumalabas na malinaw na control na yan.
Okay.
Yung pag-handle na ng mga kaso-kaso, control na yan. Yung pag-action lang, for example, ng ombudsman.
Okay.
Exempted na yung dalawang mga witness na talagang nakakaintindi ng gusto kasi ginawa nilang state witness. I don't think the people will be happy na yung mga to hindi nakasali sa kaso. But that is happening today.
May mga pangalan pong pinalabas yung isang contractor na si Diskaya. Meron pa siyang 1, 2, 3, 4 eh. So, ako din, bilang pangkaraniwang tao, nagtataka bakit hindi nasundan yung mga taong ito.
Kasi, alam mo, dumating na kasi sa puntos yung, siguro na bigla din yung nagporso ng investigasyon eh. Hindi nila na-control yung extent ng takbo ng...
napakalawak.
Na napakalawak pala. Na kahit anong gawin, kahit anong iwas mo ngayon...
Tatamaan
yung pinakamataas. Which, sa usapan, gawin nyo ng lahat, ikulong nyo ng lahat, wag lang yung pinakamataas.
Ito po, I will leave this question with you. Will anything happen? Will we ever see the face of Zaldico, Congressman Zaldico, or do you think any development will happen to former Speaker Martin Romualdez after Politics and Beyond returns?
Discover the beauty of the Philippines. With Philippine Airlines, the country's flag carrier. The airline that lets you feel the warmth of the nation. Mabuhay!
and I will be healed. Save me, and I will be saved. Heal me, O Lord, and I will be healed. For you are the one I praise. You are the one I praise. Sing it with me. Heal me, O Lord, and I will be healed. Save me, and I will be saved.
Babalik po ang ating programa Politics and Beyond. Kausap pa rin po natin si Secretary Bert Gonzales. Sir, alam na natin yung saan patutungo yung impeachment, no? Matutuloy yan. Wala na makakapigil yan. Kumusta po yung will we ever see some kind of further progress in terms of former Congressman Saldico and then former Speaker Martin Romualdez?
Palagay ko, yan, naghihintay lang. No? Ang tinitingnan lang niya yung kung gaano kabigat yung hawak nilang information at evidence and whether they can leverage this para sila naman ay either gumaan ng parusa or makaligtas sa parusa. So they're just waiting. Ang mahirap dyan kasi we're allowing Speaker Romualdez and Saldico all the time in the world to really scheme how they will save themselves. Kaya, yan, nag-iintay yan on the wings. Anong gagawin nila?
Is Congressman Saldico the weakest link to the defense of prosecuting Speaker Martin Romualdez?
I think, alam mo kung susundin natin ang batas, hindi lang si Saldico. Marami pati. Kunyari yung 18 Marines.
Do you see that actual cases will be filed by the Ombudsman?
Well, hindi tayo sigurado kung anong klaseng case ang ipa-file, no? But through these options that they are trying to scheme on, may mangyayaring mga ganyan. But whether they will really result in justice being served is another matter. I think that justice will be served when there is already a change of government.
So it will not be a speedy trial. That's what we're saying.
Lang yan, dribble lang yan. Hanggat hindi nagkakagulo at patapos ang gulo.
So i-dribble, hindi i-shoot.
Wala.
Parang
may mga i-shoot dyan, pero will not be satisfactory.
How about the videotape issued by former Speaker Martin Romualdez regarding, and this is just paraphrasing it, I'm not going to go down alone.
Totoo yan.
There is someone else who will also go down with it.
Siyempre naman, anong gagawin niya? Hindi po pwede. Kasi alam mo, Speaker Romualdez once dreamed of becoming president himself. Under what conditions and what kind of presidency and what kind of people, what kind of country, what kind of future are they thinking of? Hindi mo maisip eh. Yes, yan ang problema ng ating bayan ngayon.
May tanong ko lang ito sa sidelight, no? Kasi yung kay Senator Joel Villanueva, let's just go to Senator Bato. Kung mahuli po siya at ipadala sa ICC, as a neutral question, what would be the effect on our people, their impression, their thinking?
Alam mo, walang effect masyado yan sa people. May effect yan sa reputasyon ng bansa. May malaking effect yan sa how are we going to be appreciated by the world? You know, kita-kita na right or wrong, legal or not legal, ang mga politiko natin will do anything to serve their interest, to the point of destroying the reputation of our justice system, to the point of really ruining the image of our nation in the world. Yan ang nangyari nung tayo mismo umaresto, tayo mismo nagbigay sa ICC.
Surrender, no?
Sinurrender natin ang ating president.
Hindi nga extradition, surrender talaga.
Alam mo, dapat sana ipinakita natin na our justice system is working by filing a case against our former president. let him be tried here.
Yes.
Oh,
As a Filipino.
Of course, alam mo, hindi rin natin alam ang consequence noon. Kung hindi natin pinadala sa Hague, pinahila natin ang kaso si President Duterte at nagkaroon ng trial dito, something else may have happened. But that's really, we don't know. Pero yung ginawa natin, definitely, ang resulta niyan, ang tinamaan dyan, justice system natin at saka reputation natin as a country.
As a sovereign
And if
country.
you do this to Bato again, kasi si Bato, pwede na nating mahuhuli yan at pwede na nating pila ng kaso dito yan. No? At yan may epekto sa mangyayari. We can even redeem probably the first mistake.
Okay.
Kung iayos natin ang pag-arrest kay Senator Bato, magkaroon ng trial, makumbinsi natin yung mga witnesses na huwag kayong mag-alala, hindi na kayo pwedeng ipapatay ni General Bato. Dito na kayo, ganyan. At nakita natin process is moving, it might affect the case of the former president. Baka pwede na yung iuwi dito.
Itatapon ko lang po ito, ibabato ko lang ito para kay Senator Bato din at para sa usapin natin. Tinignan ko po kung gaano karami ang ating RTC judges. There are 14,323. 62% are women. So parang iniisip ko, walang kahit isa nito na pwede natin para mag-handle sa ganitong kaso. So tama po yung sinabi niyo, we're indicting our own justice system.
Without really testing.
Yes.
Without really testing the depth of how mature our justice system has become. Sure, there are many.
Sir, 14,000, sir.
Many. At saka hindi, marami dyan. Alam mo, my own daughter is a lawyer, aspiring to be a
judge.
A judge. Maraming ganyan.
62% mga kababaihan, ibang mas matapang pa yan. Mas matapang pa yan.
Alam mo, yung tinitignan mo nga yung quoted the number, you can imagine how far we have gone to really at least establish the fundamentals of a good justice system that will be the hope of our future. No? Pero ngayon, siniraan mo winaldas natin yung magandang intentions ng iba na nasa justice system natin.
Ito sir, mapunta tayo sa 2028. Do you see 2028 happening or there will be intervening events? This is of course just looking at the crystal ball. No, I mean there's no cut and dried result here.
Hindi matutuwa yung mga iba na makikinig sa akin.
Okay.
Pero I would prefer the 2028.
Okay.
That means the 2028 will postpone the violence.
Okay. Yes.
It will i-dribble muna yung mga mas malubhang mangyayari sa bayan. So, matutuloy ang 2028. I am not sure. Not sure. Pero ito lang masabi ko. Kung hindi matuloy ang 2028, hindi kasalanan ng mga nagpaplano sa 2028. Ang pwedeng mangyari dyan, itong mga nagpupus na pakali si BP Sara, nag-aaway-aaway na sila Baka silang gumawa ng problema para sa sarili nila.
Is there some kind of a political alliance for 2028 as far as the administration is concerned? May mga tinitignan ba sila na ito yung itutulak nila, or will there be an alliance between the yellow forces and us, proverbially the pink lawans also? Do you see that developing?
Alam mo, itong problema, I don't think we are as naive as some politicians assume us to be.
Okay.
No? Tapos, but at the same time, they continue with the Sarsuela. No? Ang tingin ko, lahat ng mga grupo na lumalaro dyan, may daladalang pang saksak doon sa likod ng mga kapwa nila. Yan ang takbo ng politisyan natin. And everybody is aware that, hindi ako nakatitiyak dito sa ang ganda-gandang ngumiti sa akin, sasaksakin ako dito This is the prevailing mood among our politicians. That is why I said na baka nga hindi matuloy ang 2028. Pag kami nagkamaling nanguna dyan, sila mismo yan Walang nagtitiwala. Kaya I do not think that matutuloy ang anumang alyansa.
Do you see former Vice President Leni Robredo throwing her hat into the race?
Well, if I would go by history, nalaman naman natin nung tatakbo sa pagka-president si Vice President noon, di ba?
Oh, yes.
At to the last minute, kunyari ayaw tumakbo rin.
Tumakbo siya.
Parang ganun din yan.
Could the Vice President be the same groupings, different group? Could it be Risa Ontiveros? Could it be Bam Aquino? Could it be Senator Kiko Pangilinan? What are the tandems that you see in the future?
Ay, yung lahat ng sinabi mo, isang grupo lang yan.
Okay.
Isang grupo lang sila. How they will control their ambitions is another matter. That's one group. Pare-pareho lang yan lahat. So, pati mga komunista nga, nakakatawa kasi the information I'm hearing is that akala ko matibay yung alignment, yung pagkakasama ng komunista at saka ng mga pink at saka ng mga dilaw and the administration. Solid alliance yun. Yun ang pinakamatibay na alliance.
Yung grupo na yan, ano?
Oo, sana. Pero hindi pala nagtitiwala rin. May kanya-kanyang mga suspicion. Sabi ko, itong pinakamatibay na pwede maging alyansa, punong-puno ng suspicions. So anong alyansa ang matibay pagdating ng 2028? We do not know.
So yung sinasabi po ninyong alyansa, could it be possible na kaya yung liberal youth, nawala kasi yung Kalipi yung kabataang liberal, no? Yung liberal youth, ang first nominee nila was Laila de Lima. Number 2 was, I think, Teddy Casino. Number 3 was Erin Tañada. Is that what you're saying, na at that level pa lang meron na silang pagsasama?
Totoo yan. We thought all the time that that's a very stable alliance.
Okay.
Pero may kwento may lamat na rin.
Okay.
Parang may nakikita tayong mga pag-aaway na rin dyan. Sabi ko, what's happening to the Philippines? The safest, I think, strategy for a group at this point is to be alone.
In your thinking, does the current administration really trust these groupings? I mean, these temporary alliances, I'm saying temporary or whether it will be permanent, but do they really trust these groups? The communists, the Piklawans, I mean...
What I'm trying to say is that trust is not a basis.
Okay.
It's mutual use.
Convenience.
Yan, kung
magagamit kita.
Kaya ka ba kitang gamitin? That is,
so, sa 2028, pwede sila
Depende.
Mabiyak?
Depende sa hatian yan eh.
Kasi, if a new group takes over, anong siguro ng kasalukuyang administrasyon na hindi sila kakasuhan din?
Ito lang ang problema natin. Itong mga alliances, itong mga groups na nagiging prominent at lumalabas sa ngayon, lahat yung pinag-uusapan, yung galing nila and yung kanilang assets, no? The people is way far from them. Nakahiwalay talaga ang taong bayan eh. Ang tinitignan nila, with their experience in the way our politics is being handled, yung how do you deceive the people, how do you buy them, how do you manipulate the elections, yan ang tunay na ikinukonsider ng mga grupo pag nagsasama-sama. No, kaya, ang panalo nila, pag nag-aalyansa yan, kaya ba akong tulungan ito para may makuha akong position sa COMELEC? Mga ganyan ang usapan dyan. People, ang layo-layo yan. Hindi yan pinag-uusapan. Yan ang nangyayari ngayon. So, sometime in 2028 or before that and after that, ang nakakatakot yung kilos ng sambayanan.
Going into the administration, moving forward, there may be some cabinet changes daw. I'm hearing that maybe former Congressman Benher Abalos will become Executive Secretary, and then Secretary Ralph Recto will go back to Finance. Yung sa punto po ng DILG, baka alam nyo rin na hindi masaya daw ang Malacanang sa performance ni Secretary John Wick dahil mas, according to them, not according to me, mas successful sa press conferences kaysa nakaatas na mga dapat niyang hulihin. So, but the only one that is keeping him there is Ombudsman. What do you think of Sonny Trillanes taking over? Senator Sonny Trillanes taking over the
Di press
ILG?
conference ulit ang batayan. Magaling naman sa press conference si
Senator Trillanes.
Senator Trillanes.
Oh.
Yung pinalitan ditong ating DILG, magaling din sa press conference dati. Kasi he wanted to run for a position. So pare-pareho lang.
Meron din ako nadidinig na si Senator Sonny Trillanes will be made maybe ambassador at large abroad to run after a former secretary that is also abroad and has been creating a lot of problems.
I don't know. Ang ating administration, lahat ng klase ng mga personalities tinatanggap basta may usefulness.
Pag nawala na, tanggalin ka agad.
As I said, alam mo, ang dapat mga gustong magkaroon ng violence is the big divide between people and our politics.
Nadinig po ninyo recently yung usapan at ipinalabas ito ni ni Senator Marcos, yung tangka, the attempt to have charter change.
Ay matagal na pinag-uusapan yan. Tagal na. But this to me, whether that will push through or not, it is indicative, of ano talaga ang gustong mangyari ng mga nasa posisyon ngayon. Gusto pa nga nilang ma-extend as if na sigurado sila na tatanggapin pa ng taong bayan yan. Despite the fact that alam nila na talagang ayaw na ng taong bayan sa mga politiko natin. And they will dare to even extend themselves in office. Yan ang you can see the big divide between what our politicians are thinking of and what our people truly want.
Pati yung mga senador gagawin na pong 50 on a per region yata basis. So they're dividing and giving away the spoils. So would that be fair?
Alam mo, very unfair ito kasi there are well-meaning citizens who are really devoting their entire life in contributing to a better constitution.
Yeah.
So certain ideas that are floating are being adopted by this. So I hope they're not deceived. That I think touching the Constitution at this point will be tragic for the country.
Ang mga nadidinig ko po, may mga tao, di ko na lang banggitin, sa NUP na nagsusulong nitong charter change. Kasi magaling ito sila sa mga ganong bagay na ginawa din nila dati.
Alam mo, yan ang tragedy ng ating charter change. Every administration attempts to change the Constitution. But because they end up, with a different interest being that colors the process, hindi tuloy natutuloy. At sa tingin ko, lalo ngayon, kung may matutuloy na charter change ngayon, that might be a trigger for an uprising.
Napansin ko po na nabanggit lang yung charter change, biglang quick reaction ng tao na, nako,
talaga.
ganun kaagad, immediate, hindi na pinag-isipan basta knee-jerk reaction.
Kaya nga, unfortunate for the effort to change the charter, we need to change the charter. Kaya lang, sinong ang magiging actors dyan at kung kailan gagawin yan.
Nabanggit po si Rafi Tulfo. Senator Rafi Tulfo, kasamahan ko dati sa Channel 4. Pwede siyang presidente, pwede siyang vice president daw, pwede siya, ang kombinasyon daw would be Leni Robredo and Rafi Tulfo would be, the margins are maganda daw. So, your perspective?
Given that if they will operate within the same political system, kaya ng mga Tulfo to aspire for any position. But whether this political system that is prevailing in the country today will last or will not be challenged in other ways is a big question.
Matagal na po kayong advocate, whether in office or out of office. May kasabihan po, yung mga mahihirap ay napakalungkot at talagang nag-iisa. Dahil sa hinagpis po ng paghihirap, ang mga taong may dunong at may kaalaman at nakikita ang tamang daan, mas malungkot daw. Mas malungkot ba ho kayo?
Ay, very, very, very,
Mas
very
malungkot
sad.
kayo sa nangyayari.
Very sad, syempre. No? Kasi
Okay.
dalawa ang hinaharap mo eh.
Okay.
Una, well, you're sad because of what's going on.
Oo.
Number two, you are sad because if you attempt na sumali at baka sakaling manalo, sira ulo ang tingin sa'yo. That's the very sad also.
At alam nyo yung mga kasagutan, subalit dahil
Kaya.
mas malungkot po ganon, ano?
Ay, sabi mo, sige nga, punta ako dyan kasi alam ko gagawin. Ang labas mo, sira ulo eh. Yan ang tingin sa'yo. Yan ang palalabasin.
Talagang kailangan sumubok. Salamat po. Thank you very much, Secretary Bert Gonzales. And this will not be the last time we will be touching base with him so that we will get further updates. O, hinaot namoy na po, namoy masabak, namoy masaw-saw sa mga among mga gihisgutan. O, i-appeal na ninyo sa inyong mga paghisgot, sa inyong mga kauban. Thank you very much, sir. Sa ngalan po ni Tatay Dudong Limchua, CCTN, this is Politics and Beyond. Kaninyong higala, Eric Espina. Thank you, sir.